Okay, got to the bottom. Elu shekofin osa lotzi. These situations where we actually would compel this question in the Gemara was kofin. Kofin b'mili with words, or it means with a rod, physically. You force him. Mukashchin, if he's a mukashchin. Gemara discussed what mukashchin is. Ba polifus, which is also a question in the Gemara. It's a person that has such bad breath, the woman can't tolerate it, she can't handle it, or it's a stench that comes out of the person's nose. It's recha peh, recha chotep. There's a question. Hamakamitz. Hamakamitz is a person who gathers the dog feces, droppings for the tanner. That's the material they use. So you can imagine what he smells like at the end of the day. Hamatzaref and choshes. This question, what it means is a person who mines copper, person who actually takes the copper and hammers it into sheets, also gives off a very bad smell. Abursi. Bursi is the tanner. Tanner. Bein shoyu achelo nisu, whether that was their profession before they got married. Bein mishenisu noldu afterwards. Al kula number of mayor. Al pi shehisni imo yichol hishatoma svura hisi sheni yichol lekabel. Even though she entered knowing what was going to be, but she says, I really underestimated the reality. It's something I can't tolerate. So therefore, even though she agreed initially, we forced the husband to give her a get to divorce her. Since originally she agreed, she's stuck. She's stuck with her decision. Mukashchin, where it wears him physically. His body falls apart. There was an incident at Sidon. There was a tanner, Echot Shemes, Toyelo Ach Bursi. So, because she's in fault to Yibum. Omer Chacham Yicholi Shetoma Lochicho Yisi Yichol Lekabel. Lochayni Yichol Lekabel. Your brother, I can put up with you, I can't. I had a cut from the same cloth. Doesn't make a difference. My polifas. What is it about polifas that it's a basis for a divorce? Omer Yehuda Mishmol Recha Chotem. Shmuel says it's Recha Chotem. This is Reb Yehuda name of Shmuel. Mastisa Tana in the Brisa we learned Recha Peh. Ravasi Masti Yipchot. It's the opposite. Monach Bosimno Shmuel Lo Posik Pumi Mikulei Pirkin. He says Mipume. That's mouth. It's a mouth odor. Yeah. No, he said that. That's a simon. He was mahapechit. Hamakabitz, what's makabitz? Literally, kabitz means gathering, the one who gathers. My makabitz, so Yehuda's a makabitz, kabitz, soas klovim. Right, he gathers feces, dog feces. That's the material they need for tanning. Meisei makabitz is a bursi. It says the makabitz is the bursi. That's the tanner himself. It's one and the same. It says tamech tikshlach masdisen. But then you have the Mishnah difficult because the Mishnah, when he enumerates the various situations, says a makamitz and metzaref nechoshev abursi. So you see makamitz and bursi are two different things. The tanner, right? Bishlam mastis lokasha kamba bursi godol kamba bursi cotton. A small time tanner, he gathers his own feces. But a person is a large time tanner, he has no time, so he has a supplier, right? So therefore, it's two things: there's makamitz and there's bursi. Elo Rav Yehuda, but according to Rav Yehuda, kasha tanoi tzmachut tetanyo makamitz ze bursi. Makamitz is bursi. Ve'ishomrim zeh makabetz tzos klovim. Okay. Hello? Okay. Ha-mitzaref d'choshes ha-bursi, my mitzaref d'choshes, Ravasha chashli dudi. The person who hammers out sheets of copper to make pots. Rabbi Bachonom is a-machatech d'choshes mi-ikro. The one who mines it. The one who actually mines it out of the ground. Tanya kavasi Rabbi Bachonom is el-mitzaref. What is mazer? Machatech d'choshes mi-koro. Meaning he's a miner, copper miner. Omer Rav Omer Ini Zonim Inim Farmers. It says Rav says that a person says, I'm not going to support, I'm not going to give food, I'm not going to support her. Yotzi Viting Ksuba. The man has to divorce his wife. Decide he's not supporting his wife. She's on her own. Ozel Rebbe Lozer, Omar Lishmaitz Kami de Shmuel. So Rebbe Lozer said over what Rav had said before Shmuel. Omar Le Achsua Sari La Lozer. Here, Achsua, Rashi says koses. Koses means when you eat something raw, like koses chitim. You chew raw. Meaning a lozer, by saying over, you deserve to be fed raw sa'orim. Raw sa'orim. What are you forcing him to divorce her? You should force him to support her, to feed her. Rav says, "Ein odom dorim nochish b'kfifa." You know, today you beat him. What's going to be tomorrow? He's back to his old game. So what are you going to waste your time? Let him divorce her. Kisolok Reb Zera Ashkel Reb Yom Bar Yefes. Reb Zera originally was a Bavloi. When he went up to Eretz Yisrael, he came to Reb Yom Bar Yefes. The Yosef v'Komar lo b'Shmei to Reb Yochanan. Said over the name Reb Yochanan, Omale al do achsua sorin la loza b'Bavel. He says, over this, what you're saying now, that's why Elosi, he had to eat what he said, so to say. Right? I mean, he got it over the head for saying it. Because they said, instead of forcing her to what? Divorcing her, forcing to feed her. It's not as important. The only time you force a husband to give a get, if she's a psula. Meaning, it's an illegitimate, what's psulos? Almana Kohen Gadol. Kohen Gadol is married to a woman he's not permitted to. Right? Now, Almana, Grusha Chalutz Kohen Hedjit, Mamzer Nesin Yisrael, Basishel Nosel Mamzer. In that case, that's when it's ma'aseh. You force the person to give a get because he's in a relationship that he's not permitted to be in the relationship. Okay? Avol Nosi Isha V'Shoimo Eseshonim. Man marries a woman and they didn't have children for 10 years. V'lo Yoldo and Kovenoso. Even though Rashi says because why? Because factually he can marry another wife. He can marry another wife, you know, for pure viribio. Rav Tachliv Baravimi Ame Shmuel Afil Nosi Isha V'Shoimo Lo Yoldo Kovenoso. You do. Rav Tachlifo Baravimi said name Shmuel that you do. Yeah. Tenan. We learned the Mishnah. Elu shkofet shel dohotzi. Mukashchin ubal polifas. You force him to divorce if he's a mukashchin or he has the bal polifas. Bishlam Ravasi. Ravasi had said that what all the case of kofin, drabona ketoni, the rice lo ketoni. What the Mishnah lists only drabonans, right? Mukashchin has nothing to do with an isdo raiso. Elo the Rav Tachlifa Barvimi. Lisni Isha Shishon Imo Eseshonim Velo Yolda Koven Osa. Why isn't that mentioned in the Mishnah? Right? Rav Nachman Lokash Hobimili Hobishuti. It's a difference whether it's with words or with actually physically. You use a rod to what? Apir Virabir Bemili Miasrinan Bishoti Lo Radinale. Why? What's the reason? Because factually he could take another wife. He's not doing keeping a wife. Even though he's not kind of pure viribia, but the problem is not the wife. He could marry another woman. But if he's in a situation which is intolerable, right? Polifas, whatever it is, something else, there it's bishoti. Use a rod to force him to divorce if he doesn't want. Maskar baba bidvorim lo yusarevid. What's the value of words? Right? Bidvorim lo yusarevid. Right? You have to use a rod. Otherwise, El Omer Rababa Hov Hov Bishuti. Both cases are with a rod, or a stick. Hosam ki omro havino badei shavkinelo. Hochav gav domro havino badei lo shavkinelo. He says. No, let's say she says afterwards, leave him alone. Look, what's the reason why we're forcing him out? Because of what? Because he has bad breath or whatever it is. Let's say she's let him be, they let him be. But if it's a case where they didn't have children for 10 years, even if she says let him be, they're not going to let him be. Because factually he's not Makam, it's a pure viribia. Right? Hosam got my slisan. Kiamruk, there, Kim Lanu Bhavina Bhade, Shavkin Law. Right? But over here, where they don't have children, we're not going to let it go. Okay? So the more asks, excuse me. Hocho avagav de amra havina bade lo shavkin lo shkin lo. Bari mukashkin de avagav de amro havina bade lo shavkin lo. Right? Did none. Chutz mukashkin neishem makoso toni hosam. It's mentioned. So you see, even a situation where we don't listen to her, it's also mentioned. So if that's the case, why isn't Shoim or Eser Shonim? He didn't have children for 10 years. It should be listed. Because we said we don't listen to her. Because factually he's not procreating. Ki amrito, ki obro dairona badei besadi shafkinin lo. Hochav gavdorma dairona badei besadi lo shkivin lo. He says the difference is the case by the where he's not permitted to be with her. Let's say he says, you know something, leave him, have witnesses there, they'll oversee to make sure we don't get together. Right? It's under supervision. But what about in a case where he's not, what's his name? They haven't had children for 10 years. What are you going to do? Factually, he's not fulfilling the mitzvah, pru. Right? Rashi says. No, he doesn't know Rashi on this. Okay? Tanya. Omer Rabbi Yossi Sochli Zokanech Manchi Yerushalayim Esrim Varbo Mukei Shchin Havu. Hey, you hear this? There are 24 different types of Mukei Shchin. V'kulan Omru Chachomim Tashim Shkosher Lehem. And every one of them, if the man, he cohabits with his wife, it affects it. It destroys his life. Ubali Resen Kosher Bikulan. A person who is Bali Resen is worse than a woman. Havi, what is Bali Resen? We'll see. Bali Resen is, I don't know what it is medically. It's a person that has some kind of it's not, it's more than a bacteria. We'll see in a moment. It's some type of, what's it called? Insect or parasite, but it's more, well, the parasite, it's literally an entity. Because the Gemara is going to say, in the brain. It's in the brain. Right? The Tanya, Hikas Dam Vishimish Havile Bonim Vesikim. A person who, let's say, has bloodlet, and he cohabits when he's in his weakened state, he will have children that are weak. The children will be weak. Hikizu Shneim Vishimshu. What about if the wife and husband, they both were in a weakened state? Havile Bonim Bali Resen. The children will be born with this parasite in the brain. When do we say that it affects the child in this way? That's only if after the letting of the blood, they didn't eat. They didn't eat anything. But if they ate, it's not a problem. My simne, what is this? What is an indication a person has bali resin, that he has this parasite in the brain? Dolphin here. His, what's his name? His eyes tear. And his nose runs. Yeah. Vaisle rirumi pume, he actually salivates at the mouth. It's like a rabid dog. Yeah. Vromu didvi aluye, and flies are attracted to him. Like flies fly around him. It's like his body's like deteriorating. That's something like that. Omayasu say, what's the healing? How do you heal this person from this parasite? Omrabai filo veludno girdo dagudo v'girdo dashbo. What do you take? Philo veludno. So Rashi says, Asif Shekaron, take a certain type of herb, veludno, some other, girdo, that klipe eitzo egos, and then you take the klipe, the peels of the what's the name of the nut tree, the walnut tree, yeah. The girdo dashba, you take the scrapings off a hide, which normally you throw away. You take the scrapings of the hide, the kolil malko, and you take a rose. Rashi says chavetzelos, I think. Okay. Umaschelo didiklo, you take the reed that grows around the palm tree. Sumka, red. The red peel. Aschilo. Shomer sheish lehem l'tmorim b'katnusan, kein sheish la'gozim k'tanim. It's like a red husk that's around the date when it's unripened. V'shalku badi adodi, you cook it all up together. Ma'ale lebeisa the shisho, and you take the person into a marble enclosed house where no air comes in. There's no like draft below, and if not for that, if you can't locate that, have that. Below iko beisa the shisho, ma'ale lebeisa the shev livni va'aricho. You put them in a house where the wall is thick, and it's thick, 7 bricks thick. 7.5 bricks thick. Aricha is a half a brick. V'notele tlasme okase areshe. You take 300 cups of this water, and you pour it on his head. Adirafya arese demoche, until you soften the skull. The kora lemoche, you tear open the head. Umaisi arba tarfi daso. You take 4 leaves from a hadas here. Umadle kolchad karo umosif chad v'shokol betzapso v'kolilei, and you take with tongs, and you take this parasite and you lift each one of its feet onto this leaf, and you have 4 leaves, and then once you detach it from the brain, you throw it into a fire to burn it. Why? Because if not, the parasite goes right back. Unless you destroy it right, it goes right back to that brain. So Rashi says, why don't you just pull it off? Because if it gets a sense that you're pulling it off with the tweezer, it'll put it has like claws into the brain, it'll pierce the membrane of the brain, and the person will become a treifa. So therefore, you have to like pry it off gently. It's like taking what's it called off? A tick. You know, same thing with a tick. Otherwise, its legs remain inside the person. Machriz Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan made an announcement. You should stay away from the flies that are associated to carry disease from these people who have this particular parasite. Reb Zeir wouldn't even stay near them in the direction the wind was blowing. It blew by them because it would blow on him. It was diseased. The whole atmosphere was diseased. Rabbi Lazar lo ayabole wouldn't go under the same roof with him. Rabbi Ravasi lo havi achli mibei dahi bavua. Eggs that were laid in that courtyard, in that area, they wouldn't eat from those eggs because they were afraid somehow they could be contaminated. Rabbi Shua ben Levi michrach bu. Rabbi Shua ben Levi, he would wrap himself with these people. V'osek b'Torah. Omar ayelet ahovim v'yalas chen. Im chen maleh alom deh agunin lo migno. If a person has something even more, you mean it's not going to protect one? What does one thing have to another? I mean, it gives you yalas chen, right? Yalas chen means it gives you charm, it gives you charisma. But if you're exposing yourself to danger, I mean, we're talking about it's danger. We're talking about it's like going with a leper over here. Okay? Somehow it's a kavul. What's the kavul chomer? Yeah, no, I hear it. But what's its kavul chomer? It's yalas chen, agudi lo migno. It'll definitely be Megan. No, it brings chen. So what's that? Aguri lo bigno. You know, it's like a person studies Torah. You know, you can walk right in front of oncoming traffic. If it's yalas chen, you mean the cars are not going to stop, right? I mean, it's pikuach nefesh, exposing yourself to this, right? Evidently, it's not so simple. Okay, Kavi shochiv, when Rabbi Shua ben Levi was going to pass away, omru lei lemalchamovis zil oved lei ruusei. They say to the malchamovis, go. How does he explain zil oved lei ruusei? Go accommodate him. Right? Go pay a visit to him. Yeah, do his will, do his request. Ozel is chazilei, omalei achvili duchtoi. So he says, show me my place in Olam Haba, the exact location where I'm going to be. So Shua ben Levi asked him, omalei lechayai. He says, of course, no problem. I'll show you exactly where you're going to be sitting in Olam Haba. Omalei havli sakinoch. You know, the Malcham obviously has a sword. He says, could I borrow your sword? Dilmo mevasisli bu'urcha. He says, because I may be scared on the way up, and I need it to protect myself. I'll tell you something. Yovanelli gave it to him. Now, it's interesting. In the book, there's a book called Hagon, 3-volume book on the Vilna Gaon, and he writes that when the Neshama ascends, it's brought in many Sforim, it has to pass by their endless malachei chavolah, costing angels, and the Neshama could be damaged. So a person who has Torah, it's like you go through a tunnel. You're protected. It's like, you know, Arab area, you got a tunnel, you're protected from all around. But if you don't have Torah, you go up, it's terrifying. The ascent is a terrifying descent. So he writes over there, angels that are accosting angels, which are accosting. They could attack him. It's like you're going by, and you know, because nobody's perfect. So you see these angels, you know, you're afraid. I mean, you find Moshe Rabbeinu when he was Olam Morom, he was afraid. He says, I'm going to be consumed by the vapor of the Malachim. So Hashem says, hold on to my heavenly throne. Right? Achos bekisi. That'll protect you. So if you have Torah, you go up, you don't even see them. You're going up like in a sleeve. Okay? So over there he writes that for a person to come to somebody in a dream, to communicate something to him, for that person, it happened once, I think he said he brings his father came to him once. It wasn't so simple. Because when the neshama is allowed to come into this world, you never know what damage could happen to it. The neshama is already in Gan Eden. But the neshama, when it comes down, again, it has to go through many, many areas. And again, it has to pass by all these types of forces which could actually damage the neshama, hurt the neshama. We're told there's a connection. If they're communicating to this world, the neshama has to pass through certain things, go beyond a certain location to be able to communicate with the person in his dream. Okay? So therefore, the Vilna Gaon, maybe his father said to him, this is the only, because I have to come for this, after this, I'm not coming back anymore. Because the journey is too dangerous. So over here, Rabbi Shmuel Levi says, when I'm going up with you to show me my location, I need your sword, I need your knife, to protect myself. There's a spiritual sword, not just, right? Listen. Kimot losim, dalyo. Komichvile, dalyo, I don't know, what does dalyo mean? Lifted him up, mechvile. Once he lifted him up, like he lifted him over the wall to peer at his location. There's the wall to go into Gan Eden. Shover, he sprang, he jumped. Shimon Levi jumped into Gan Eden. You hear this? Nofalahu Gisos, and he was on the other side of the wall in Gan Eden. Nakte Bekarni, the gleam, he grabbed it, the Malchamavs grabbed onto Shimon Levi's corner of his garment. Omale B'Shuasad Lo Asino. He says, I take an oath, I'm not coming back. You're not pulling me out of here. Yeah? Oma Kuchabrichu. Ichul B'Shuasa Neder. If he goes and we annul the Shua, he'll go back. Lo Neder. Yeah? If not, he says, Ichul Shua Neder, Ichul Lo, right? Lo Neder, right. He's not going back. So he's not coming back. Omali Havli Sakonoi. Lo Koyovle, he's not giving back his knife. He doesn't have his sword. He can't kill people, right? Because that's Gemara Nida. Nafka bas kol avomer le hav neleg. Why? The mitzvah lebrioso. People need it. The world needs the malchamovas. People have to be taken from this world. If you right, machriz elio kamei panu mokom lebar livoy. Panu mokom lebar livoy. Make room. Bar livoy is here. Make room for him. He's arrived. Also, Ashkechei, Reb Shimon already passed away. Was in Gan Eden, right? The Avi Yosef al Tlas Eset Tartki Piso. He was sitting on 13 Tartki pieces made of special kind of gold. Tartki, I don't know, pillows of gold. What does he explain Tartki? Rashi says something in Laz. What? Whatever it is. Thrones of gold. Omale Atu Bar Livoy. So Reb Shimon says, you Bar Livoy? Omale Hein. Nirse Keshet Biomecho, was a rainbow seen in your lifetime, in your generation? Omali Hain, he says yes. He says Imkain, Yato Bar Livoy, because if the rainbow seen, that means that your schus wasn't great enough to protect your door, because that's an indication of wrath. Hashem's wrath would destroy the world if not for the bris, the keshes. Veloi, Velo Havi Midi. Factually, in Reb Shimon Levi's time, there was never a keshes. What am I going to pride myself? Could you imagine? He's in Gan Eden, he's lying. Chas v'sholem. And Reb Shimon Levi is not saying the truth in Gan Eden. Shimon Choy asks him a question, he doesn't give him a straight answer. He says something which is not truthful. Okay? This is like the Gemara in Bava Metzia. A person's permitted to permitted to alter the truth for many reasons. One of the reasons is what? Is for what? For gaiva. Somebody asks you, how much did you learn? You say, I didn't learn that much. You're permitted. You permit lashanos as emes. It's to alter the truth. It doesn't say to lie. Here he's altering the truth to display his anivus. Reb Chanina bar Papa shoshvine havo. Yeah? Reb Chanina bar Papa, he was a good friend of the Malchamovas. He had a special relation with the Malchamovas. Yeah. When he was about to pass away, yeah, Zil Ovid Li Rusa. He says, do me a favor. Zil Ovid Li Rusa. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Now, Omar Le Lamalchamovis, Zil. Go, Ovid Li Rusa. Yeah. Zil ovle rusa. Ozle gabe v'schazile. Omale shavki tlosin yom. Adin hadit talmidoi. Give me 30 days after review all my learning. Like Gemara, the Amri, Gemara says, so Ashim Yishibod Lakam Talmud Biyodom. Right? So he wants to come intact. Shavki, she let him alone. Labosa tlosin yomin. Ozel eschazile. After 3 days, he says, I'm here. Came. Omale achvali duchtoi. Show me my place in Gan Eden. Omale l'chayai, no problem. Omale havli sakinoch. Dilma vasli burcha. I want your sword, your knife. Omale kechavrich bos lemevidli. You think you played a trick on me? That your friend played it on me, your colleague. Yeah, you know. Omale I see Sefer Torah v'chozi mikamidi d'chsiv beit lo kiyamtia. Bring a Sefer Torah. Is there anything in Sefer Torah that I did not fulfill? Omale mi ichrechis b'balei reson v'saskis b'Torah. Yeah. Reb Shuban Levi, it says he wrapped himself together with right. V'afilu hochi. He says even though he didn't do that, even though Reb Chanina Bar Papa did not do that, kinoch nafshi apsikle amuda denura bein didei la'alma. You hear this? There was a pillar of fire that separated himself and the people who were at the Levaya. Says they couldn't bury him, they couldn't be maspid him because there was this fire around him. Ugemiri lo mafsik lo mifsik amuda denura el lechad bedora utrei bedora. This thing to happen, it's 1 or 2 people in a generation. That's how special Reb Chanina Bar Papa was. Even though he didn't learn with the Bali Resin. Karav Lagabe Reb Alexandri. Reb Alexandri, he's mentioned in, not that often, in Brochus. Omar, Asei Bishul Kovet Chachomim. He says to the Amud, which is the Shechina, remove yourself for the Kovet Chachomim, Lo Ashkech, so they should be able to maspid him. Asei Bishul Kovet Avicho, Lo Ashkach. Asei Bishul Kovet Atzmecho, Istalik. Then it went away. So they were able to be maspid him. Otherwise he was not approachable. Omar Abai Lafuki Man Lokiem Afilo Sachas. What does this mean? Omar Lafuke Amud Zebo Lahotzi Meola of Mishalokim Eskovatera Komoshikim Hu. That's what he wants. Lafuki Man Lokim. It wants, so why did you need the Amud? If the Amud went away, the Amud Aish, to establish that nobody was like him. You think there were other people in generations similar to him. The Amud says nobody's like him. He was one of a kind. Omni Ravader Bamas Lafuki Mimar Lo Ispe Makal Igre. Yeah? He was different. You don't have a makeh on your roof. Veloi Miyahava. Factually, at that time he did have a makeh. Right? Vaishata Hu the Shadjo Ziko. At that moment, by the time of the funeral, the wind blew off the makeh off the roof. Omra B'chinim Nain Bali Resim Bavel. This parasite doesn't exist in Bavel. People lived in Bavel. They weren't subject to this parasite. Nimneish Ochlin Tardan, they eat beets, Vishos and Shecho Shel Hizmi. And they drink a certain kind of beer. Hizmi, that's from Hizmi. Hizmi is some type of hops. Omreb Yochen Mimayim Mitzoroim Bebavel. People in Bavel don't have leprosy. Nimneish Ochlin Tardan, Shos and Shechor, Rochzim B'mei Pras. And they bathe in the Euphrates. So that prevents them from having leprosy. No eczema. Okay? He says, the Marsho, it says before, Rabbi Shimon Levi said, they said, Panu derech, Panu derech. They said it twice. What did they have to repeat it twice? Panu derech. For Rabbi Shimon Levi. They said, Panu derech, you have your mokum. He says, Chazli duchtoi. Show me my place. Okay. So what's the Panu derech twice? To Eliyahu, he announced, Panu derech. So he says that before the person comes, there are other people, that whole area is surrounded by neshamas, special neshamas. You know, what happens before a person arrives? Other people, they circulate there. But now that he's coming, you have to, Panu derech means not only the location, but even around there, so the person should be able to arrive. That's the double Panu derech. The 2 drochim that you have to be Panu. You have to clear the way. His own place until you arrive there. Okay? Next paragraph. A woman who inherits before Erisin. And then subsequently she was Nazarsa. But she inherited, she has properties. Before, now she has this Kedushin. Bisham Bisilo There's no, even though she's mukudeshes, doesn't say, it says you're doing the wrong thing by selling off the property. She has a right to sell off the properties. What about if she inherited after she was mukudeshes? After Ersin, she has a right, since she's not his full wife yet, right? That's like before. She has a right to sell off the properties. Timko, she could sell it. She could sell the properties. No, it's the wrong thing since she's married him, halfway. So therefore, it's better. She shouldn't. She should hold the properties for the husband. However, even Beisil agrees, she mocher b'di'eved v'nosna kayim. Right? She sold it off. It's kayim. Whatever she did with the money, that's also kayim. Beisil knows it's not good for the relationships. L'chatchil, it shouldn't be done. Post facto, it's okay. But before the marriage, something that comes to before the kedushin, even the sarso, even Beisil agrees, l'chatchila, she's permitted to sell it off. Amr Yehuda, Amr Chachomim, l'fnei Rang B'liel, hol v'zocha b'isha, lo yiski b'nechosim. He says on Beishamai. I mean, if she's his wife, now she inherits. She's his wife, so how does she have a right to sell it off? Omalhem al chadoshim onuboshim. So Rashi says, they say to Rabbi Leo says, if she married, she has a right. She says, al chadoshim onuboshim. Even what the Chum said after she's fully married, if she inherits, we say the husband has a right to that. No. Instead, hov v'zoch. Right, he says. Right. Amar lehem al chadoshim u'boshim. Elo she'atem megalgim le'sayishonim. Right. Shnafel lo b'shenisis elvel modim shemoch nosle shabal motzim yanel kuchos. Right. So that we can't explain. Even that it's difficult to understand. So you're asking why shouldn't the before be like after? After is enough of a problem, right? Meaning it's not being his wife shouldn't be a reason why he could actually he can validate the sale. He could take it back, right? Shabbat motzvi al kluchas achlo nisas. What about something came before? There was nesuin. I mean, seemingly that's what that's Basilia. Right? We have the third. B'shitzarso, b'shamim timkor, b'sulomrim lo timkor. No, ve'elu modim shimochro v'nos l'kayim. Understand? Right. But Reb Leo says, im mochro v'nos l'kayim. It says, rega. Yeah. I understand. El ve'elu modim shimochro. Right? Noflam mishin nisas. El modim shimochro is a balvo. Achelo nisas. V'nisas, she inherited before, then subsequently was nisas. And Malio says in Mochrim Nos L'Kayim, even though it's nisas, before the Bachlub Shami is what Mishnisar. So we weren't told she was nisas. It came to when she was nisarso. Here it's nisarso of a nisas. What? Even though she's fully now in the Rishus of the Baal. Right. So Rabbi Leo says in Mochim Nos L'Kayim, Omer Reb Chanina ben Akav Yomru Lefnei Rabbi Leo Ho v'Zocha b'Isha Lo Yiske b'Nechosim. Same thing. How could you tell me because she was Yorish when she was in Arusa, and she sells it when she's in the Suah? It's considered a sale. They said to him, now that she's his full wife, Lo Yiske b'Nechosim, Omer Lem Al Chadoshim Anu Boshim. When she inherits, when she's a full Nesuah, we have a problem. We say what she inherited before she was fully married. Even that you want to take. You want to validate. Reb Shimon Cholek. Bein the chosim l'nechosim. The chosim are you doing lebal. The chosim are you doing lebal. You doing lebal lo simkor. V'mochro v'nosno botel. Shein you doing lebal lo simkor. V'mochro v'nosno. It's kayim. It's a valid sale. What's you do him? Not you do him. How you doing lebal? Big more meforish. Maishno reishlo pligi, maishno sefer de pligi. Right? Maishno reishlo de pligi. Harei nisarso mishum de noflo koidim l'chein hura kocho. Right? We say, if it falls there before, everybody agrees she has a right to sell. But if she inherits after Ersin, although it's before Nesuin, We have machlokes b'sham Beis Hillel. Why? Factually, she's not his full wife. Beis Hillel says, again, if he's going to be agitated, the husband, you brought the chosim into the marriage. Erison, if you're my wife, what are you playing games? What are you selling it off? So we say, no, since it came to her before she was married, it's okay. She could even sell the chatchila. But if she inherits after she's partially married, kedushin, Beis Hillel says, no, you shouldn't do it. So Morris says, Maishna Reish, Maishna Seifo. Maishna Reish lo pliga, Maishna Seifo pliga. Amri dvei Rabbiani, Reisho b'schusa noflo. Yeah? Seif b'schusa noflo. So Morris says, Im b'schusa noflo, ki mochra v'nosta maikayim. So if you were attributing it to him, right? So why is it? El Reisho vadi schusa. B'schusa noflo. Seifo, Im b'schusa. Im b'schusa. So therefore, the chilo simka, mochra nosta kayim. Let's say she was an only child. She was an only daughter. How could that be b'schuso? Right? If you see she had a brother, he was killed. So b'schuso, his brother was killed. So now she's the Yoreshes. What's b'schuso? Before, there's nothing to do with her. The b'schuso doesn't mean like we say, nistap chosadeu. Rashi, it doesn't mean that. Before we said, a woman, we had a shayla, a woman, they said it to get married. In 12 months, she gets sick. So do we say nistap chosadeu? It's his mazel or it's her mazel, right? B'schusa means that because it came to her when that, therefore he's zoche. Schuso kvar zoche bo ubin choseho. It's a package deal. So that before, it's not, that's, he married her, so therefore, as he marries her, he has a claim. He has a claim. No, as he was zochen her, he was zochen the chosim that came afterwards. He can't say he was zochen on the chosim because that she already took possession before she married him. Omer Reb Yehuda afilu, Omer Reb Yehuda, Omer lefnei Reb Gamliel. They said to Reb Gamliel, right? If he's zochen the isha, he should take to the chosim. What is he going on? Lechatchila, you shouldn't sell, or he's going b'di'evet. If you sold, why is it a valid sale? Right? Pligi v'amri amay mocher lechatchila l'beishamay hol v'zocha b'isha she'irso lo yiskim l'chosea avol b'di'evet model k'beiselel. That's not. O dilma b'di'evet nami pligi. O boy lemeima mochro botel. Vechra botel. That's the question. Is he questioning Beishamai? Beishamai says that it was. If she was Yorsha, when she was Nisarso, you could sell Lechatchila. Right? But B'diavad, that was never a question. Right? No. Lechatchila, no. The Machlok says she inherited when she was not Rusa. Beishamai says Lechatchila she can sell. Beis Hillel says, no. Beis Hillel says only B'diavad. No. Beishamai says Lechatchila. Beis Hillel says b'di'evet. If Yorshuk she was nisarso lechatchila she should not sell. B'di'evet she could sell, right? But she sold it. It's a valid sale. So he's asking, what's the question? That he says lechatchila. He's or b'di'evet is what is he questioning? Right. Even b'di'evet he has difficulty. The sale should be batil. Even b'di'evet it should be batil. That's the shayla. Toshma. The Tanya, Omer Reb Yehuda, Omer Lefnei Reb Gamliel, Ho v'zuishto. Zu mechra batil, av zu mechra batil. Right? We said if a woman's fully married, right? Fully married, and she inherits, and then she sells off the properties. It's not a valid sale. Why? Because it's his wife. So and she inherits after she's married, right? After kedushin, after Erison, she's also his wife. So that was the question. If this is botel, why isn't this botel? So what do you see from that? Right? He's equating this. Oh, excuse me, it's my daughter. Mishnisa. If it comes to her after she's fully married, the sale is not a sale. So they asked, why, just as after she's fully married, the sale's not a sale, so why when she sells it after Eresin, why is the sale a sale? Right? This is wife in either case. So what is it? So we see that they're even arguing with Beis Hillel. Beis Hillel says if the properties come to after Kedushin, she sells it, she shouldn't sell it, but if she sells it, it's valid. So they asked, but why shouldn't that be like properties came after Nesuin? So you see, they're arguing even with the Eved. Even with the Eved, post facto, it should not be a valid sale. A conclusive proof. Shmamino, but the Eved, come Shmamino. Tanya. Om Rav Chani ben Akavyo. So we learned the bride Rav Chani because lo kachi shiva and Rav Gamliel Chachamim. That's not what Rav Gamliel said. El kachi shiva. Lo im amartem ben Nesuo shkena abaleo zakim b'tziosa. Why after she's fully married? Not that we don't understand. Why after she's fully married? Why is the sale not a valid sale? Because if the woman finds a lost object, who does the lost object belong to? It belongs to the husband. Umasi odeo, ubafors nadoreo. You see, since she's not fully in his domain, he doesn't have the financial rights to her. That's the reason why there, if she sells it, it's valid. Amru lo, Rebbe. One second. Amru lo, they said to him, Rebbe Aleph. Mochro, achelo, he takes out lo. Achelo. Mochro achelo, noso. If she sold, Mochro achelo nisas. Nisas v'akach mochra mau. If she sold it before she was fully married, or nisas v'akach mochra mau, amalahu avzu mocheres nusenes v'kayim. It's valid. Yeah, but then it's different. He says, achel nisas. Okay, nisas v'akach mochra. Oh, same thing. Because since the properties came to her before she was fully married, therefore b'di'evet avzu mocheres nusenes v'kayim. Amar lahov v'zocha b'isha lo yiske b'dechos amar lehem al chadoshim and oboshim tamagalgno leinu as hashonim I've on the tanan achul nisas from li omei mochra v'nos lakayim Amar Tzvid tani mocheres nosenes v'kayim l'chatchilo Rav Popo Omar Lukash ho Reb Yuda alib Reb Leo ho Reb Chanina ben Akavyo alib Reb Leo Reb Chanina ben Akavyo k'vi Shammai. So he says, "V'rachanida ben Kavi kabe Shammai." Hochkam ado nech beisham bisila al dover zeh. Okay. Rabbi Shmuel Darmi Tavai ben Shnoflu nechosim shel nisarso. Okay, let's take this slow. Rabbi Shmuel Darmi Tavai ben Shnoflu nechosim achel nisarso. She inherited properties before kedushin. Ben Shnoflu nechosim shel nisarso. V'nisis, and then she was fully married. Habal motzbi al kuchas. Come on, this is a really difficult one. The lo kreb Yudah, lo kreb Chani ben Akavyo. Right? It's like neither, because everybody agrees that if she inherited before Nesuin, even now she's fully married, if she sells it off b'di'evet, it's a valid sale. B'di'evet, no, it's not going to anybody. Everybody agrees. There was a new consensus. Ben shnoflo achol isaris, ben shnoflo bishnisarso v'nisis. If actually there was now this full marriage, abal most be out of lukuchis. Even though she had it before Erison. It's chosru v'nimnu. Initially, it was like we said it before, beishamay, beisila, whatever it was. I think this was takona susha. One second. Chosru v'nimnu. This takona susha, no? Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, that's it. The Rabbi said chosru v'nimnu beishnoflu achul isares beishnoflu bishnisarso v'nisis habal motzi el guchas mishnisis el v'lemodim. But if everybody agrees, if she inherited it after she was fully married, everybody agrees the sale's not a sale. What's obvious? Maybe b'di'evet. No, maybe b'di'evet. No. We're going on the Mishnah. No. We're going on the Mishnah. We're quoting the Mishnah. We're saying factually, after everything was said and done, they ruled differently. It was chosru. Initially, they said, well, look, Beisham, Beisil, whatever it is. Then they changed it. Chosru v'nimnu. But it says in the Mishnah, but everybody agrees, even initially, anything she inherits after she's fully married, about most to be out of lukuchas. Lemach Tinino latakonosusha. He says, if that's the case, this is what? This is takonosusha. The Omer of Yossi B'chanino, Bushis Kino Isha Mochron Nichse Muluk, B'chai Balo, Umeisa Bal Motzi Biad Lukuchis. 1 second. Yeah. 1 second. What's the kasha from takonosusha? There you go. No. Nichse Mulug means she brought it into the marriage, and so you see that she could take it out. You see, the husband has a right to take it back, even though the properties were there before the marriage, right? What's Nichse Mulug? That means the Karen is hers. The husband just gets the property. B'chai bailo umeisa habal umeisa habal meisa miad bil halukuchos. What?
He gets the pay when she's alive.
No, see.
She's alive.
No, so we're differentiating. Besnisin b'chayeo u lepeiros. Yeah? Takarususha beguf shel karko lachamisa. That's it. Hear this. We're saying like this. The Mishnah speaks, if she inherits properties after she's married, she sells them off. So we say, Haya habal motzi biad lukuchos. What does he think biad lukuchos? He can't take we're not invalidating the sale for the actual, the principal, the Karen. It's the profits. So who owns the property? Whoever bought it. The profits go to the husband. What happens now she dies? Who's her heir? No. He's the Yorish. So not only that, he gets the property back. That's the Nichse Muluk. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, but let me ask you a question. So what's the value? It says, when she's alive, he takes only the payers from them. But after she dies, he takes everything. So what's the value? The ones who have it, what's the value of retaining the Karen? All the profits go to the husband. The Lekuchas, they keep the property. Huh? No, the difference is, let's say the husband predeceases her. If the husband predeceases her. Understand? What's the value to the buyer? When the wife's alive, he takes all the profits. So what's the value to them to have the principal? The profit, if he predeceases her, then her sale to them remains a sale. Then he takes everything. Then the buyers keep the property, and now they get the profits. Because if you give it to the husband, everything, he sells it off, they're left with nothing. Right? I understand, but he wants the property. Unless he bought without a guarantee, he gets nothing. With achrayis, okay, so get his money. He doesn't want his money. He wants the property. So in case, if in fact he dies before her, so that means she gets the property back. That'll make the sale. Going forward, the carcass is theirs, and the profits go to them, because that's what she sold. That's what the buyer's buying. Yeah, the chance that if he dies first, yeah. That's how we reconcile the two. Reb Shimon makes a differentiation between the chosim Yeduim, if they're known properties, Elohen Yeduim, Ve'elohen Shein Yeduim. Rabbi Yosef Bar Chanina, Yeduim Mekarkoi. If it's fixed properties, that's Yeduim. Shein Yeduim Metaltlin. She sold off movables. Rabbi Yochanan Elo Ve'elo Yeduim Hein. No. She inherited overseas, nobody even knows about it. Because again, what's the whole issue over here? The whole issue is it's Ava. It causes a problem. I mean, you inherit, you don't give it to your husband. But if nobody knows, so it's not going to interfere with their relationship. She's not hiding it. Right? To be continued.